A very, very warm good morning. Sorry, some or the other in this live watch along. Thailand versus India under 23s in Thailand. Good exposure for the Indian under 23s, and I wanted to come live for this game, guys. And welcome back to my channel, Arunfoot. And it's been now a little over 16 minutes between these two teams. It's still goalless, and we'll hope that both India and Thailand can showcase ourselves. We're playing at the Thammasat Stadium in Pathum Thani, and I say it's still goalless after 16, 17 minutes. Equal game between these two these two sides in this under 23 friendly. Good piece of exposure with the Indians playing in their away orange kit from right to left. The Thais are playing in a very, very dark shade of blue, and looking at our lineups, I'll quickly go through. Dipesh Chauhan is in goal, Ronnie Karbodon, Namte, Sumit Sharma, Mohammad Ayman, Kuru Singh, Harsh Palande, Ayush Chetri as captain, Raj Bashfor, Vineet Venkatesh, and Alan Saji, the starting 11. Thailand trying to combine themselves on that left wing. Nice piece of combination. Important clearance there by the Indians. Yeah, Thailand, a dangerous team to face. Like a lot of these Southeast Asian nations, good in their combination play, very dangerous in their build-up, and on the other side. And that is, something which we'll have to wait and see how India can avoid those quick combinations, the quick combination play by the Thais. That's a good through ball, but intercepted by India, who are now trying to themselves counter. Maybe a chance, long range attempt maybe, played out. A little too slow there to react. Mohammad Ayman must be faster in his game, quicker in his anticipation. Ooh, that's a harsh foul. And I think even in a friendly, that would be a card against the Thai number 8. Taken down Kuru. Slides in. Yeah, gets a little bit of the ball, but a lot of the man. And that should be a yellow card. There should be no discussion about the fact that this is a yellow. A good test for Naushad, Moosa and his boys. Yes, sorry, a little late. Gone to our case to FIFA. Yeah, Zoravar, but that's maybe a discussion for another day. And this is a counter-attacking move for the Thais. Is this offside? No, offside not given. Ball on the left. Thais now in the box. Still with Thailand. Chipped over and cleared by Sumit Sharma. Important header in that situation. Ball into the box. Far corner. That's an attempt. Easy collection by Dipesh Chauhan. Sumit holding the fence. Yes, Angry Birds. Rocky and Rhythm, I don't have a formal link, so I cannot share anything so far at this moment. Is it true Ramazan got NOC from Australian Football Association yet to make? That's the situation. That's the situation. The NOC is still pending. So as long as that NOC has not been provided and that NOC is not passed on in the sense of that it's not provided to FIFA, they cannot put him into the match day squad. India on the left, ball for Ayman. but taken off Mohammad Ayman. Throw in for India on the left. Mohammad Ayman and Kuru to Kerala Blasters players on the wings. Harsh Palande takes the throw in for Alan Saji. Yeah, foul given. Against Alan Saji. For whom this is not an easy game up front there. Physically trying to confront the Thais. Themselves, nice played, nice combination football from the Thais, but India lose the ball. Win it back. Sumit Sharma. Namde looking for Harsh Palande. Can he keep it in? And it's a throw in for Thailand. Kuran right wing is not getting Alan that much, so he used to deliver centrally. Yeah, Angry Birds again, different generation. Oh, maybe a chance for India to counter-attack. That's Kuru in the box. Can he keep it? No. Dispossessed by the Thai defender. Very, very lucky there. Thailand to get away. And that's a foul. From Raj Bashfor. Yeah. Clip from the back. Against the Thai number. That was nice. Kuru dispossessing the Thais. There's a contact. Yeah, but Kuru slipping. I'm doing good, Welsian. Does the NOC typically take a long time to be passed? Welsian, normally not. Should be a matter of a few hours. In an ideal case, maybe even a day or two. So I don't know what is taking the AIFF so long. Normally it's just a letter that you write to them and they have to reply and they have to send a reply to FIFA and then the matter is sort of sorted, right? So therefore, I don't know why it's taking them so long. Shoma is probably the youngest in lineup, but he has been doing great. Yeah, has been doing good in that defensive line. Right, so Chetri as captain with another foul. Quite physical from both sides so far. Chance for India on that left wing. Ayman to Namte. Namte plays it across to Ayush. Now on that right side, Raj Bashwar, Kuru. Plays it to Ayush. Plays it lovely through to Kuru. That's a good cross. But Ayman too short to get to that. And a chance for Thailand to break. India clear. Ronnie. Raj Bashwar to Ronnie. Oh. Lost by India in the middle. Thailand maybe with an attempt of a through ball. That's too ambitious. Over-ambitious, I would say. From the Thais, from their number 3, who says directly sorry for that. 25 minutes played, goalless between Thailand and India in this under 20 international friendly. And India combine at the back line. Ronnie with Sumit. That's a little over-ambitious. Ball to the Thai goalkeeper. Ayush is still much better than what he has been delivering. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, it was. No, yeah, cleared my nose. That's why, I put it on mute. Goalless after 26 and a half minutes between these two. India trying to create something. Intercepted by the Thais. Nope, that's taken away. Not given as a foul by the referee. Maybe a chance. And good interception. Both teams are trying to play through passes. But defensive side always there. Thailand maybe with a chance to break. Ooh, Namte with a foul. And Ronnie being told, yeah, about earlier incidents, not about this foul. Ayush has been playing in ACL too. I like him, but he's not playing like a national senior team in ACL. Experience, okay. Only got one through pass from him. Okay, Mayank. I've been following Germany's in World Cup. Of course, Ishan, I have been following them. One is another good player with Sumit. Yeah, interesting back line for India. Free kick for Thailand from the right. To the far side of the net corner, and Ronnie clears for a corner for Thailand. Of course, themselves are trying to create something in this game. No overseas player in this squad for Thailand. Corner. Oh, that's a good one. It's in the box. Can they clear it? No, they can't. But outside of the box now. Tamna. Can he keep it in? Yes, he can. Still has the ball. Ooh, does a nice trick. Thailand playing out to the left. He needs to be careful. Thailand on the left, maybe a chance to shoot. That shouldn't be a problem for the keeper. Two deflections. And Dipesh Chauhan, young keeper from Northeast United, has the ball. I especially want to see the Rajasthan left wing of gave the assist against Moosa. They look quite good. Okay. So where we can watch match. Manasel, I don't know where you can watch it, you know. So Thailand clear their last line. This reboot book has started being discussed on X and related to Indian football. We're talking about it every now and then. Yeah, Ishan. Yeah, what I talk about, other people talk about, I don't know, many years later. It's 3 players in the back four for India are new as per Ricky are in senior camp. Yes, Mayank. But so far, the defense has been doing well, holding their ground. And Harsh Palande is the only one who's staying, but Ronnie. With another foul. Ronnie Carbudon. Someone, of course, who now has Champions League experience with FC Goa, ACL 2. No, Ryan so far has not received the NOC. I think when the NOC is received, the AIFF will intimate, and Nauba Mite, yeah, and reverse, that's the name of the player. Direct attempt on goal, and that's a goal for Thailand. Or is it? Oh, yes, it's a goal. Mistake by the keeper. Short corner. Should have had it. Dipesh Chauhan. And it is number 18. Song Kram Sumat Nampheng with the goal for Thailand to take the lead against India. From a free kick. Relatively easy. Puts it into the short corner. Once again, free kick. And Dipesh. And that's a goalkeeping error. Turns it around the wall. And Dipesh doesn't get his hands to it. And touches the ball and allows the ball to go into the back of the net. 1-0 Thailand after 31 minutes. Manas said in a piece a few years ago, if Dheeraj didn't step up, he will play in I-League today upon his son by Diamond Harbour FC. Yeah. Mank, there's a lot of players who played in that World Cup squad. Yeah, massive goalkeeping error, who have not stepped up, and that's normal. That's as sad as it might sound for the individual players, but that is football for you and for me, and therefore a lot of players, will have made it, will not have made it. As Thailand now trying to clear their lines at the back, the goal scorer with the ball. Oh, loses the ball. Alex Sanji doesn't win the throw-in. 33 minutes in this encounter. Thailand lose the ball to India, back with the Indian defenders. There's one poor keeping. Yeah, well, I don't know what you guys have been thinking. We have an issue with the young goalkeepers, I feel. I might be wrong, but that's my gut feeling that, we've got a problem with our young keepers, and this is what I'm talking about. Our young keepers are not at all right. Yeah, again, and Naushad has been trying out keepers and has been calling up keepers left, right, and center. And no one is really impressed, where I would say, that's going to work for us. As Thailand have the ball again. 5 against 4. Thailand, tries to move it. And that's another foul from Ronnie. I feel sad when I see young talent doesn't live up to their potential. Yeah, but man, it's the most normal thing in football. Forget India. It's a global phenomenon. Some make it a lot. Actually, factually don't, right? Most of the players don't really make it. And Ronnie, having a discussion with the referee, if it was an official match, he would have picked up a card by now. I think this time it's second team says the wrong shoe. Yeah. Some of the regulars missing, yes. Dipesh Chauhan, another free kick. Has to be careful. There's the Thais, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Stand around it. Now only 2 left. Suksakit is one of them, the number 3. Free kick Thailand. On goal, just over. Touches the netting on top of the goal. Thanavut Puchai. Gets good height to the ball. But little too much. It's the netting behind the goal. There isn't much pace in the game. Who says that? I thought it was quite pacey, huh? Or am I seeing something else? I think it's got quite good pace. Any news on the ISL? Some are saying people for no top league in 25-26 season. People will reset after FIFA invention. Mank, at the moment, I've said this now for weeks. We've got a 1% chance of the league happening, and nothing has changed. So, and I asked this question in yesterday's video as well. If you haven't watched it, watch it. But I actually asked the question: is that should we need to consider, if we like it or not, that maybe the 25-26 season might not be played? So that's a real danger. So we need to look at that. Midfield tussle. India win the ball. Mohamed Ayman tries to find Alex Shaji. Plays it back to Ayman. Mohammed Ayman. Cleared by Thailand. Maybe a chance for Thailand to break. And that's a foul from Namte, who picks up a yellow card. Oh, he's doing some clapping to it. But that's a tactical foul, so I don't know what the problem is with the referee. Ball through. Yeah, Thailand clearly technically better than us. With the goal scorer. Gets it back. India trying to clear. And the ball back with the Thais. Ooh, that should be a foul. Alan Saji. Yeah, losing the physical battle at the moment, a little surprisingly. But that's one thing which I've observed with a lot of our attacking players who are shorter in height. A lot of players in the 5'7", 5'8" region. Yeah. Replay of the Namte yellow card. He earned it. Should be no complaints about it. One 0 for Thailand as they wait for Watchalong's turn. That goes into the feet of the Thais, but chance maybe for India to break. Chetri tries to get it to Kuru, doesn't get to it, but Bashford gets it. Ayush Chetri. Ayush looking for option. Plays it nicely through to Raj Bashford. Can he get to it? No, he can't. But the idea was good from the captain. Little too much power on it. Raj Bashford. Now with Chennai FC has to step up. Take a few matches in the Super Cup as the Thai build up from the back. Oh, lose the ball. Mohammed Ayman into the box. Mohammed Ayman, can he find a teammate? He can. And cleared by Thailand. We need Venkatesh. Can't connect to it. The BFC youngster. For once, India steal the ball smartly. Ayman into the box. And we need Venkatesh. Can't get a foot to it. The players are not good, says Devanshu. Corner India. Taken short. Played to the last line. Ayush chips it forward, but cleared by the Thais. Back with India. Thailand win the ball. Chance to break. Oh, that's a foul from Kuru. India with a lot of these small little tactical fouls forced into those situations. The Thais using their speed, their class. Thailand in their last line. Thailand nicely through on the left. A lot of space. Oh, that's a contact. That should be a penalty. Yeah. Sumit Sharma. That was a clear penalty to me. Foul, I think, on the goal scorer, Song Kram Samul Nampoing. No, sorry. Chavan with Sai Lau. Beats his marker. And then, yeah, brought down. Clean cut penalty. No conversation. And it is number 12 who's going to take it. And chips it into the goal. It's 2-0 Thailand. And yeah, let's be honest, Thailand, the much better of the two teams so far. And after 42 minutes, Thailand 2, India 0 in an under 23 international friendly. Yeah, just chips it nicely, centrally. Like Panenka, Sandeep Chauhan, who had committed to his left a little bit just, but that was too much and allowed the Thais. The goal. India 0, Thailand 2, or rather Thailand 2 are there out on the prowl for a third, trying to get it across. We a throw in. And there is a lot of activity on the sidelines for India in regard to the bench. Topic to discuss at halftime. What options does the coach have? Thailand in the back in the box. Ooh, yeah, that was an easy fall, but ball back with the Thais. Ooh, try and a curler. That was an audacious attempt by Pata Rapon Suk Sakit. I think all of us who said India will win, and at the moment 72% of them in the voting. That should be a foul for India. No, not given. Yeah, reality check for this team. Again, certain players not part of the squad. Because Jungnam, for example, missing at the back, clearly missing at the back. As Thailand combine amongst themselves, we are 20 seconds before the first half formally finishes. And then maybe a chance. India intercept. Ayush plays it for Ayman. And foul should be given. Yeah, free kick India from a very good position in the middle of the park. Against Bhutan, how did India score 6 goals against Ryan Williams? Scored the majority. Ryan Williams scored one of it, but again, it was Bhutan and it was a closed door friendly. So, and 120 minutes, so 2 halves of 60 from what I've heard. So, therefore, yeah, take it all with a pinch of salt. Closed door friendly games. What counts, even though both India and Bangladesh are out of the qualifiers this Tuesday, Bangladesh taking that match very, very seriously. Sold out venue, black market, ticket sales on in Dhaka, things which are unthinkable of. Devanshu says the players are not good. Devanshu, this is the level that we have, right? Isn't this, except 2 or 3 exceptions, the team that most of the people were celebrating a few weeks ago, that these guys should be playing senior level football? I guess reality check today. Free kick, and that's terribly way over. We need Venkatesh. Yeah. Tries to hit a knuckleball and then does rather the football goal line kick. And this is again technical abilities, game intelligence Fun fact, the younger ones are worse. So, Robert, this is what I say, but a lot of people, are celebrating this. And this is, what to say. Thailand with the ball, 2 minutes of added time. We've already played 1.5 minutes. As India combine themselves now. Thailand back with the ball. That's a throw in. Kuru. And the referee blows halftime between Thailand and India, in which Thailand lead 2-0 at this moment in time. Deserving 2-0 for Thailand, I have to say. This was not good by the Indian under-23s. This was not good enough. And Stephen, thanks a lot for those 100 rupees. U23 was giving some joy today, even on his letting me down. Stephen, I think reality. I think that is something which I've always said. Under-23s were hyped up a lot by a lot of people for whatever reasons. Are they really as good as they're made? Looking at the bench, Kamaluddin, Mohan Raj there as the keeper, Joseph Justin, Yapem, Tharemba, Chinkham, S. Shami, Lanthan Kima, Vibin Mohanan, Sanatomba Singh, Rahul Raju, Thoy Singh, Kipgen, and Shivaldo on the bench. Options. Question is, which of these options are really options for Naushad Moosa? Again, these kind of friendlies gives you an option to try out things. I think that's what Naushad is doing. And so far, this team hasn't done too well, if one is honest. And to me, that's going to be the question for the under-23s. What can they do differently after the break? Because they'll have to do something differently, because this was just not good enough. Thailand was much, much better. Substitutions needed. Yes, Aman, I agree. But the question is, who is going to be your substitute? Because this is the quality we have. I think, goalkeepers is a question. Is it someone like a Shivaldo? Is it a Kipken attacking units? Is it Toy, Sanatomba? Can Vibin Mohanan give some stability in the midfield? A lot of questions to be asked. Thai players are bigger than us. Yeah, some of them are, Devanshu, but not all of them. But their football skills are better. I think that's my more concerning fact, that the Thais are a better football side than we are, and therefore deservingly Thailand are leading 2-0. Vinith was worst. Aman, I don't know if there is one to pick out who was worst in the attacking unit. We were non-existent. It doesn't matter if you want to take Alan Saji as the striker, or you want to take Kuru, or you want to take Ayman on the wings. We need behind them. Namte and Ayush were, we're trying to sort of keep things alive, try to keep things together, but it wasn't working. The basics are better than us. Aman, this is what I always say, right? We are the worst team. Whenever I see a Indian team play these days, our basics are the worst, right? And today is a brutal reality check of where we stand. Again, we've been going by results, and I've been very happy with the results, but we have an issue with quality, and that quality deficiency is showcasing itself, right? There is no cohesion between defense and midfield, and forward looks disjointed. Yeah, same. Yeah. Midfield is the weak link. Ayush Chetan said fouls. He's already booked one more card center when the situation wants to be bold. Don't let your team in the situation with these unnecessary cards. You're talking about Namte, not Koku. You're not talking about Ayush. It's totally okay for me. Lots of chops and cuts in the team, let's say in the second half. Yeah, Yeah, drops and cuts. Yes, forced some of them because some players have been pulled up to the senior team. But again, it exposes the point that I have always mentioned is that be careful when we are talking about the under 23s. These boys will need time to adopt. And this is something which is clearly today visible to me that this team will need more time to adjust itself to bigger things in the future. And that's going to be the challenge. And at the moment, yeah, we're nowhere near where we could be and should be, so to say. And and that's the way it is at the moment. And um, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see because at the moment it is not good enough. I feel. I don't know what you guys feel, but to me, it's not good enough at international level. And then if you want to play against an opponent like this, you are going to get exposed, and this is what's happening. And yeah, he's the captain with us. What about Goku? It doesn't matter who's the captain or not. The problem is that these Thai players seem to be better than ours, and that is causing a problem for him. It's causing a problem for Namte as well. And Namte has been a mainstay in this under 23 team more than even Ayush or Aviman Mohanan, who we've spoken a lot and in the past, and both of them have not been able to stop the attacking lines of the Thais, where their um, number 19 uh, Chavan with Sailao, for example, on the left or on the right, goal scorer Song Kram Sumat Nampueng, uh, have been causing problems for us. And be it Tanamut Pochai or Yotsakom Murapa, these guys have been causing us problems. That's very, very worrying. That's the first free kick refer. What free kick or direct free kick? Goku, I didn't see his arm, and if I don't see his arm, then it's up to the free kick maker if it's a direct or indirect free kick. Good afternoon, Swastik. There's a pattern of losing ball, carry the ball forward, then losing it. There's no pass, move it forward style. We're not changing tactics within game. Steven, if the players don't have a B plan, again, that's the problem, right? If the players don't have a B plan, if Naushad is trying to do, and so therefore, that's the problem. And there is no one in this team who is, that good. Again, that's why I'm always a little critical about someone like a Kuru, despite playing so much in the ISL. Is he capable of doing that in international football? And if I look at him so far, let's see. They removed Gogoi, who was previously the reserve striker, and put away directly in the team. This time it is comprised of the players who are going to be there in the Nation Cup this chance. Yeah, Angry Birds, it's a good team. It's a very good team, and we are at the moment not good enough, right? So that's our problem, and we need to be better. But so far, we've not been able to be so good. So the equation should and must be better than us. No, does it? Anyways, that's the question, right? What are we working on? Who are playing? Again, if the cohesion is okay, but we're struggling with the basics. And the basic thought also how we're going to play football. That is my concern. Thoughts on the first half, James, for a second. We were not good enough. Rustic very simply said we were not good enough in the first 45. Thailand much, much better than us. Deservingly 2-0 winners. And we need to regroup quickly and find ways of playing football. At the moment, we're struggling. And interesting to see what Naushad does because, again, also not to forget, as mentioned, yeah, a lot of trial and error. But the question is, what does the team do? What does the coach do, right? So, yeah. Okay, I'll just quickly have to freshen up. I'll be back very, very quickly. And India score 6 over GT 6. Yeah, first thing. That's it. One second. I have to Sorry, back again. Nose is troubling me a little bit with a cold. Yeah, maybe you've seen below Thailand 3, India 0. Another penalty conceded by young Sumit Sharma on the Thai number 9 on Yotsa Kom Burapha. And it was Thai's SJ3 with the shot and cleared by the Thailand captain. Jonas Schwabe. So, yeah, this is now a character test for this young Indian side. You think other nations in a progressive fastness? Yes, Devanshu. I mean, that's not even a question or observation. That is a fact that I've seen now for a while. Corner India, and it's a goal kick. High pressing should work. Like they also make mistakes. I see same intent when they're losing the ball and we didn't capitalize on the chances. Like before the penalty, there was a chance from Ayman said the ball nice to the players wasted. Yeah, Goku, but again, that's one instance where Ayman was smart and got the ball. And yes, we need Venkatesh needs to be a little bit more alert to get the shot on target and not allow the Thai defender to clear the ball. But yeah, I always prefer goalkeeper like Ranit. He feels better than most of the young fellows out there. Yeah, I mean, but goalkeepers is a problem suddenly. I don't know where it comes from. India with the ball. Trying to work their way through. You're trying to combine. Ball forward. And it's interesting. I think our players take many more touches than the Thais do. And that's a chance to break for Thailand at the other end. And well, won back by India. Pochai, the attacker. Long ball played forward. It's not going to get to it. But Thailand can't clear it. Throw in for India. Namte. Long ball out to the left, but cleared by the right back for Thailand. Chanon Thamma or Thamma. India on the left, but that ball most probably went out. Nash Palande and Mohammad Ayman can't keep it in. Throw in for the Thais. A very thoughtful Naushad Moosa. As Thailand combine, work their way up. Ooh, foul, but play on, says the referee. On the left, ball into the center. India need to clear. Ball back with the Thais, who are in control and charge of this match. Ball out to the left. That's the keeper needs to come out and has the ball. Dipesh Chauhan. Ball across to Ayush Chetri. That is brought down, earns a foul. Quickly taken. Mohammad Ayman on the left. Mohammad Ayman meets his marker, plays it through. Maybe for once a chance for India, but way over Mohammad Ayman. But for once, good movement on that left flank. A little bit of pressure at least on the Thais. Mohammad Ayman. The Thais earn a free kick close to the center circle. Vipin Mohanan. Wearing the number 10 jersey. Cleared by India. Ayman. Yeah, the most active now. Tries at least something. Namte. Across to Kuru. Will he get to it? No, he won't. Yeah, he does, but the ball's going to go out. Oops, Salah. And Ayush tries to earn a corner for India, but doesn't. Yeah, disappointing at the moment. 3 goals down. India is struggling in this game, if one is honest, or very honest. Thailand, the better team. More experienced, more composed. And also with some very good passing in there. That was a nice chip over Harsh Palande. And the Thais have the ball, cleared by Sumit Sharma. Back with the Thais. Have to be careful not to concede a fourth. Maybe a chance for Kuru to break, but he won't get to it. Ball is with the Thailand goalkeeper. And as always, to those of you who are watching, if you haven't, do leave a like behind. Share it. I know it's not an easy game at the moment. But, and if you haven't, and you're listening, you're liking what you're hearing, what you're seeing, the discussions that we're having, leave a like behind as the Thais trying to combine their way forward. Harsh Palande, yeah, wins the ball well. But Thailand have the ball back. India once more chasing. There's someone in the box. Tries to play it. Oh, very important clearance. And there's a long range attempt. Blocked. And India, oh, that was too easy. Yeah. We have too many touches on the ball. Try not to get rid of it. Thais mostly 2, 1 or 2 touches. We've got 3 or 4, I feel. Oh, that's a long ball. That's going to be kept in by the right back. Thailand. Oh. Waiting to build up once more. India need to do more to stay in this game. Maybe a chance now for a counter. Mohammad Ayman, and that will be a yellow card for sure. Tactical foul by the number 12. For once, there was a chance for India to break, and then that is denied by the Thais. Thailand nicely combined themselves through, and that's a lovely through ball on the left flank. And offside given. Lucky there for India. because Thanavut Pochai on the left causing once more India problems. Let's see, was he offside? Oh, that angle doesn't clear it, but most probably it was. And there's one or two touches that the Thais have. Yeah, much better than India. Very composed. Let's plays it back. I try and combine, lose the ball to the Thais. We're combining and playing on their last line. And earn a throw in. Rahul Raju was also coming at the break. And free kick for India. Foul on Mohammad Ayman. Tussle there. Yeah, Ayman earns more the free kick than it was one. I would say in this instance. Free kick India. On the left, maybe we can create something for once. Ball across, but easy catch for the Thai goalkeeper. And he directly releases the ball. Counter-attacking move by Thailand. Ooh, advantage given to Thailand. Ball out, and that's the fourth. Easy peasy counter-attack. 4-0 Thailand. Their man with the number 10 jersey scores for them. It's too easy. Too easy. Sorry, India. It's just not good enough. Counter-attacking move. And just chips it past the keeper. This time nothing to blame, but that's a good counter-attacking move off an India chance. Foul in the middle. Advantage given by the referee. Hochai plays it to the number 10 and he just chips it into the far corner of the net. Past keeper. Yeah. Disappointing. Just disappointing. And there we see, and this I've said now multiple times over the last few weeks and months, the importance of a player like Bikash Jungnam, the experience of a Bikash Jungnam, and 4-0 Thailand. The worrying is not you can lose matches, but the worrying to me is the way you lose matches. And to me, is Thailand combined again on that left flank. We are finished as a footballing nation. Stephen, I hope not. I do hope that we still have something left as India and footballing as a nation, but we have to do a lot better than what we're playing at this moment in time. Ball out to Ayush Chetri on the right flank, chips it into the box. That's a good opportunity, but Rahul Raju doesn't get to it. And the Thai keeper Bunwet has the ball. through the legs of AIFF 3. Oh, that's now nice combination play from Thailand, who keep the ball, who win the ball. And that's another through ball. That's not offside. That's an open goal. And, oh, that's an important save there from Dipesh Chauhan. Ball is back with the Thais. It's now a free fall. India need to be careful. And the keeper has it. Every time India hype up the things, they get exposed. Yeah, Siddharth. Not only that, I think, if you take 2-3 players out, it becomes a problem. And I've mentioned this multiple times. I said it tonight as well. Bikash Jungnam was the most important player in the squad. Bikash Jungnam was the most important player in the squad at the back, kept everything together. And if you don't have him, we have a goalkeeper problem that is very, very evident. We've seen that now for the last few months. And yeah, let's wait and see. Multiple substitutions, goalkeeping substitutions also coming up. And disappointing. And at the moment, we can be happy it's only 4-0 and not 5-6 for the Thais, who are totally outplaying India. Very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. With a lot of football to still be played, and that makes me at least very worried. And what can this young India squad do? There's a plan, there's an idea behind what Thailand are doing. You see that they've been taught the basics right at the clubs. Again, we can put all the blame on the All India Football Federation. But that, in my opinion, is just too easy. Sanatomba coming on. Yeah. These players have been footbally educated by the clubs, by the academies. That is where we need to really, really hit hard. The clubs are demanding stuff, this, that, everything. Guys, what are you producing? The Indian coaches need to be asked questions, right? Nobody asks Indian coaches ever questions, right? They always say, hey, listen, we need jobs, we need this, we need that. Yeah, prove it, that you're worth it. You're not worth it to have a job. Sorry, big problem. Shimaldo also on the field. 67th minute. Very, very disappointing game of football. But again, for Naushad Moosa, a good test to know who's ready, who's not. Right? So for him, if he looks at his team, Sumit Sharma, not ready for this level. Started off well, but too easy, given away penalties. Ronnie, as a centre back, also didn't convince me much. AIFF 3 as captain, not good enough. Namte also too many fouls. The Venkatesh in that 10 position couldn't do anything. Mohammad Ayman was probably the best of the attackers. Alan Shaji, again, passenger. So, very interesting to see. Rahul Raju also having his problems. And the Thais are trying to play out from the back. That's an interesting one. We need, as I just mentioned, Vibhul Mohana needs to pick up. Hasn't had a good few months post-injury. And India lose the ball again. Allow the Thais to combine. Play a ball nicely out onto the wing. Keep it in. And that's a corner for Thailand. I think there wasn't contact. Justin Joseph. Very worrying, I would say. Sorry, guys, I don't want to be too melodramatic, but this is not good enough so far. Corner for Thailand. From the left, from the goal scorer. That's a good corner. Ooh. India just about clear. Thailand keep the ball. They're having their problems. India for once maybe can win the ball. No, Thailand keep the ball. And also from a physical standpoint, yeah, this was mentioned a little earlier, right? That we are shorter, slimmer. But the Thais also have a long ball forward. That's not going to be an offside, or it is. If I remove my India cap off, says Stephen, 3 goals were avoidable. First goalkeeper mistake, 2 penalties were defensive mistakes. Yeah, but there were 2 or 3 other chances which the Thais could have scored. So, yeah, it is a match where you sadly have to say, you know what, the difference is 3, 4, 5 goals, and that's the concerning part. A lot of people have been praising the under-23s, and deservingly so, but today, exposed by Thailand, who aren't an Asian superpower. Look at them, even in pressure situations, they keep their calm, they're cool, play their football, play it forward, and combine it. While India, for once, yeah, a little bit of combination play, has to work football. Ayush has to search for options, and he's got too many touches. Ayush Chetri, too many people in the middle. Blocked by Thais. Throw in for India. Namte. Ronnie. A lot of work remaining for Naushad Moosa if he's preparing the squad for the Asian Games, then for the 2027 AFC Under-23 Asian Cup qualifiers. It's a good ball across. Sanatomba. Namte. Back to Namte. Nicely through for Ayush. Back into the box, and that's a throw-in. Pitch looks much bigger compared to Indian. No, it's a standard size pitch, right? It looks bigger because I think the stadium, because I think the periphery of the stadium looks a little bigger than it is. Corner for India. Into danger zone. There's a header and over. In Thailand now with fortune. Moosa said we should be brave enough to fail, but failing this way is a bit too much. Stephen, you win, you lose, right? And on that front, I agree with Naushad about it, but I think for him to filter out is who's ready for this level. And if I look at this as a team sport, I then have to be honest enough that today this team that is on the pitch, not only the first 11 but also those who've come on, that is not good enough in comparison to Thailand. And Thailand scored some, as you rightly said, first mistake on the keeper, second and third is a penalty, fourth, of course, a brilliant counter-attacking goal. But we're not able to keep up. We're not doing the basics right, and and on that front, I think we have to be honest enough that we're not of the same ilk, of the same level as Thailand, and this is just too obvious that we are, yeah, where we're facing someone who is not in our league, right? That's a very concerning thing. AIFF on that left-wing trying combine that the Thais somehow always are able to, nimble-footed, play themselves out of situations, even, and that's a throw in for the Thais. It is just the difference. The difference of level is disturbing. That is what I would say. And first team, not first team, or whatever it is, yeah. And when you say after nearly 75 minutes, 4-0 is actually a good result, then you know that this wasn't good enough. And, and we've got some players who are seasoned ISL players. Anamte, Kuru has a full season behind him. Ayush has a full season behind him. Vineet has a full season behind him. Even Ayman has a certain level. So this is not a completely inexperienced squad. The Thais now, and that's an offside. Would have been the fifth. Let's see. Yeah, that's an offside. I agree. We are nowhere close to Thailand. Concerning part is Thailand not even a top team in Asia. Stephen, that's the point. It shows you that sometimes other results might be deceiving. Again, in the qualifiers, I said Bahrain and Qatar were not as good as I've seen them in the past. So that's maybe a reason. Maybe it's not a question of how good we are, but how bad the others were. Sometimes you have to take that. And Thailand trying to combine themselves once more through. Oh, is it offside? Player leaves it. And the Thai substitutes now want to do something for them. Throw in for India. So therefore, that's the problem. Stephen, very, 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 very well recognized, realized. It's, at this moment in time, we're not good enough. And that is something which is, in my opinion, very, very worrying, seeing the way we are playing today. This is not good enough. This is simply not good enough. And that's very worrying, to say the least, at this moment in time as we watch this game. This is something which is very disturbing to say the least. India with the ball. And trying to combine, but again lose the ball to the Thais who are faster, quicker, physically, mentally alert, try and fight for the ball. And again, they win it. And again, a counter-attacking move. And again, 3, 4, 5 of them are on the attack, on the prowl. The ball is through once again. They're waiting. And India can clear. But again, back with the Thais. It is just this. Is this the same team that played? No, not fully with them. There were some changes to this. Some players have been called up for the senior team. It is for once India maybe with a chance to try and redeem themselves. Ronnie moves up, and that should be a foul for him. Because some players have been called up for the senior team, right? So therefore, and some others have been released. And Naushad has been trying out a few things. Therefore, this is the team that he took for this friendly. Sorry. Free kick India from the right, 79th minute. To be taken by Vibin Mohanan. Vibin into the box. That's a header. Namte. Yeah, they can't be happy. Thought I had rather a shoulder for Namte. India lose the ball once again in a forward-moving situation. Thailand played to the right, lovely taken down. Yeah, but good defending by India for once. Throw in India. Again, we have to be happy with the small little things at the moment. India with the ball. 80 minutes gone. Thailand 4. I thought it was going to be hit to it just like the Indonesia game. Rhythm, yeah. That's the problem. We blame AIFF for everything, but basic foot was down to the coaching academy. Need to question. Exactly, Stephen, that's my point. But nobody's going to do that. Right? I'm not going to question Naushad Moosa. Naushad is trying to do the best that he can. But again, Naushad has to ask himself because he has been part of the academy system. So the other Naushad Moosa needs to ask himself, have I done enough? Have I done the right things to get my player up to a level that they can compete at this level? And that answer is very, very simply no. Because to me, that's a reality of things, right? If I look at this match, then I have to say, you know what, Thailand is way too good for us, and that cannot be that Thailand is way too good for us. But that's where we stand at this game, and yeah, it's sad to see, but those are the realities of Indian football, and disappointing and disturbing to say the least is something which I would say, and yeah. We're just not good enough today. I don't know. And it's not getting better. Let's put it this way. And that's the problem, I guess. And I need to. Again, we're in a situation where we are happy if we can keep it at 4. I mean, that's how far we've come. And maybe a chance for India on that left, blocked. That is a foul for Thailand. From Namte, has to be careful, only has a card. Yeah. No chance to get the ball. Clean cut foul from Namte. And the Thais on a breakthrough, or is it offside? Yes, it is offside once more. That's one thing that has worked in the second half and most probably saved India from bigger disgrace. It's the Thais once again. Oh, that's an attempt on goal. India through ball. That should be a goal now on this attempt. And Sanatomba can't get it on goal. And Rahul Raju can't get to it. For once, nicely done by India. Raju should have used his left instead of his right leg, but yeah, misses the ground completely. 3 more substitutions for Thailand by using the quota to the full. '85th minute. Thailand with 3 substitutions. We'll be very happy with the performance, with the result. India can't, but Thailand can. That's the big difference. So the new players are not up to the mark. Yeah, Rhythm, it's, yeah, if you want to summarize it like that, then that's most probably the summary. Thailand giving the Indians a little bit of space in the box. Can India score? Maybe. Nah, there. And saved by the Thai keeper. As kind of give a little space. Namte. Sanatomba. Sorry. Cleared by the Thais. Maybe a chance to break. And that's a foul. That's a body check. Oh, yeah, that's a nasty one. With the arm out. Thailand, keep the ball, win the ball back. Should be foul for India, yeah, given by the referee. And no chance to get to the ball. '88 minutes. India trying to combine their way forward. Thailand win the ball back. India win the ball back. Fighting and attempting whip in into the middle, but cleared by the Thais. Interesting that India's holding players are drifting to the drifting to the right side. And across to the left. And that's going to be throw in for India. Another throw in for India. Thais will most likely take this 4-0 home. And that's a good attempt. Well saved. A little bit of trickery. But no goal for India. Maybe one last chance for the Thais, but long ball forward. And the Thai centre back and captain allows the ball to roll out for a goal kick. 3 minutes of added time in this match. There's a German platform which is showing this game, Zorawa. How many academies in India truly offer quality coaching at the youth level? It's about a foreign coaches now. It's a grassroots system is one of the country's biggest failure. Still, it's not a question of foreign coaches or Indian coaches. It's the question of quality. And are you teaching the right things? Through ball once more intended by the Thais, but ball back with, and it's not good enough. I've said this multiple times over the last few years, and I know certain coaches have spoken to me and said, "Oh, how can you say this and that? You're criticizing us." So therefore that's the thing. And so now it says I sometimes wonder even if there's a single good grassroots coach in India as the players coming in are depressing. Yeah. You can't say that differently. And the reality is this, the gulf in standard is quite shocking to say the least. And maybe a chance for India now. Maybe last attempt. Last few seconds. And Raju, yeah, pulling off the jersey. Last few seconds. Thailand, maybe with the last attempt. Dipashan with the save. Sorry, his replacement. And that is it. And Naushad Moosa congratulating his opponent. Our government doesn't spend money on grassroots football. That's why we're still poor in football. Devanshu, there are tons of governments around the world who spend nothing on grassroots or generally in football. So therefore, it's not on the government. It's there is a lot of money spent on Indian football, but it's not being spent wisely. Countries like Jordan, Oman, Iraq, etc. are far ahead of us in terms of quality football. Yes, Devanshu. Problem is that these grassroots coaches aren't respecting themselves. They aren't realizing that they're killing a sport which is already nasty. Yeah, that's it. Zigzag says, sir, today the difference I see is only in basics of football between India and Thailand. That is, they shield the ball very good. They have good touch. They have very good coordination. Only difference, Zigzag. Only, you know. I don't know. If you say that, I think everything was a difference. Thailand were better than us from point one to 1,000. We were. I feel we were not good enough today, and that's very worrying to say the least. If you look at the game today, because this was bad. This was bad, and yeah. From Bangalore said football academies are charging hell of a lot of money for poor infrastructure and poor coaching. Stephen, I don't know if it's poor infrastructure. What you would say, it's where in the world you would say, what, the infrastructure is not your problem. The coaching is your problem. I said this earlier this week to someone, a talented Indian kid who has a lot of potential. And he was playing for one of the best academies in India. And I said, saying, we've got this, we've got that. And then he came to Europe for training a little bit here and there. And then I said, oh, you know what, the infrastructure in Europe is not good. And I said, yeah. And therefore, for me, this was just not good enough. And therefore, the coaching is the starting point, the ending of it all. Can our players play in Thai League? Devanshu, after this match, after what you've seen in the recent weeks and months, I think we should not even talk about Thailand, right? No opportunities. When your mood is way down, what do you do? Nixon, there are different ways. Maybe just listen to music, read something, maybe watch something. Watch maybe something funny, talk to friends. There's means and ways. These coaches aren't realizing that the livelihood will be crisis as less and less parents will consider football as a career for kids. Are less parents considering it as a career for kids? Is that a real threat? I don't know. So how can we improve that coaching so we can produce a good quality football? Exactly. The coaches themselves need to improve. It's not on we. It's on the coaching part is on the individuals. It's not on the licenses. It's on the individuals to learn and do the things. So yeah. But sir, will academy spend the amount of money in bringing in a foreign coach for grassroots? Raj, some have done it. It hasn't worked because the one coach in one academy will not change it, right? So it has to be across. How much competition of them down? Yeah. If we can't organize any league this season, then there is a chance that our players will go outside India. Devanshu, I have no clue. Who's going to take our players? I've said this multiple times on my channel now. The question is not if our players want to go outside. The question to me is very, very simple. Is there anyone outside of India who is saying, you know what, I want an Indian footballer? Right? Simple question. So that's the problem, right? Is even someone in Bangladesh or Nepal going to take an Indian? If you want to see comedy, watch Indian football. Raj, it's rather dark drama, bad humor. I think that's more likely. So that's it. No one wanted to learn how to train best. Zigzag, a lot of these coaches will tell you, I did this, I did that, I've learned this, I do that. And when you see that training, you think, look for another job. I would, again, sorry, I'm again generalizing. Most probably 90-95% of the youth coaches need to go. Right? I rarely have seen, I say this, and I'm not even a coach, but what I see sometimes is there's no understanding of how to work with the kids on the basics. And today was a perfect example. The Thais were always sure of themselves. They knew what they were doing, what they were trying to do. And if they were trying to do everything in 2 passes, 2 touches, and then pass on, trying to build this, that, the squares and the triangles. And we're trying to, some of our players, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches, and then, okay, let's me now release the ball. It needs to be faster. Even poor families will think twice before choosing football as career as their better alternatives like cricket. Yeah, maybe. Players have been to Europe. How can you say who will take them? I don't know, of people on Twitter. Raj, I'm one of those people who've created opportunities for Indian footballers. If I say it, people on Twitter might say whatever they want. Raj, I've organized trials, training camps, whatever for players. Right? None of the officials would ever hear what the Europeans or the Western world thinks about Indian football. I hear it day in, day out. We're laughing stock. Let's realize that. It's an embarrassment, right? And I've defended Indian football and I will always defend Indian, but I am not in a position to defend Indian football because we're so bad, we're so pathetic that you cannot defend this shit show, right? And it's not one, it is all of these people. It is all these stakeholders who are only looking out for themselves and they don't see the bigger thing, right? And as long as right leadership is not there, as long as people are not willing to do the things for the right things, in India, all is about my salary, right? It is not about what can I do best. So if that inner urge is not there, nothing will happen. Best option for Indian football at the moment is to have desperate players at every level with senior institutes. Yeah, Zorawar, I agree. Hi, Simon. A short cameo, but good to be back. Yep, I'll be beaming as well soon. Watching Indian football causes more trauma. Watching comedy shows work for the first time, but now the only option I see is cigarette. I feel I've got rejected. Oh, I hope not. People will go abroad, but how many we need league? Raj, it's not a question of how many will go abroad. Who will take players abroad? Think that way. It's not a question of XYZ wants to go abroad and that will happen. No, there's no one waiting abroad to take on an Indian footballer. You need to, I need to, we need to realize that. That is a very dangerous fact, right? So, yeah. So, sir, that is, we need coaches from foreign so that these coaches realize the livelihood is now gone. Exact. Yeah. Maybe that's the answer. I don't know. Zaragoza left. Yeah, he did, Raj. Sarah with the most of unless the country goes above. No, Zorawar. The problem is that even in other parts of the world, read some of the most interesting coaching stories. Forget football in sports. So yeah, therefore it is not about PCI. Was this Thailand A B team? As Mastic was a combo, it was not the fully A team. The Italians more crazy about football compared to English. The Italians are crazy, the English are crazy in their own rights. Arunava, I'm ashamed to speak about Indian football in my office in UK. I'd rather speak about the football club I supported it. Yeah. And that's the embarrassment, right? Then it was a very hard reality check. The reality check was always there, but nobody wanted to see it. And I've been saying this. But anyway, our under 23s are better than the senior team. Welcome to the reality. No, they aren't. Right. 2 hours completed on this live. Thailand defeat India 4-0 in an under 23 international friendly. Deservingly beat us, yeah, it's sadly I have to say it was a deserving result. So nothing more to add. Are ID clubs blind or they don't know for what they are waiting? Yes, Raj, they are. Under 23, but to be honest, as long as the football players are allowed, no point in following it in football. Yeah, it's just a power struggle for these lesser known politicians. Nothing to this side could Sydney football down the gutters. I don't know, Simon, if that's the problem. That it's politicians. Yeah, it's across the board a problem. Right. So with this, I'll end this live. I'll be back at 9:45 with my regular Indian football discussion. Again, topics. Yeah. Will be ISL. Will be Ryan Williams has traveled to Dhaka, but is he going to be allowed to play again? It's an easy process. Send a letter, get a letter back, send it to FIFA. Yeah, in the best case, you can do it within an hour. But AIFF being AIFF at the moment, and of course this loss to Thailand, and we will reconvene a little later. But for now, thanks a lot, and I'll catch you soon. Bye, everyone.